Corey Holcomb had a meltdown on his podcast this week when he was discussing me and Anton Daniels.
Exorcist. Movie called Prophecy. It was this little monkey. Speaking of monkeys,
here we go.
You know, I know it's a lot of nonsense out there, man. Ain't no buff. Hey, did you make that video? Yeah. Are we able to play that video? Yeah. I want to show everybody something so that they can witness what goes on the internet now. It's really scary. I'm not going to lie. I'm afraid of what goes on the internet because people can put you in all kinds of videos. People can make it seem like somebody stood up next to you on your own show and was like, let's go outside. When did that happen?
Let me show you when somebody came on your podcast, said you suck D, told you let's go outside, and you sat down and ain't move. You want to know when it happened? Let's roll a clip.
I like my life. I don't want drama like that. But in my face, if you disrespect me, it can go down.
Right.
The cowards on the internet sit in the living room and type and talk like, and people get them credit for that. Being a face and talk that shit, do you have the courage to do that? Good, but we good.
Up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do this
the microphone right down, right now, and going out back. I don't give a
That's the first time he told you let's go out back and run this if you really want that. You ain't really want that. Let's roll the clip.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do no
for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to
I'll
say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of to me today that I don't either. But I let that ride because you don't know me.
As your daddy Anton is checking you, you was nodding your head like a good little boy. And then he bossed up on you and told you, let's go outside right now, and stood up. And you sat down because you ain't want that. I ain't never had no man lecture me on camera. And on your own show too?
Question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this my
because
show.
That's cool.
My show.
That's cool, but I take that as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me fucking. I don't dick my...
Man, what you talking about,
I don't
bro? If you want to get back to the conversation, ain't no, because you ain't gonna do, because you're not gonna
do me with that again.
You're not
gonna with. See, I suck again.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it.
I'm starting to think Corey Holcomb either has dementia or he's just a pathological liar. How can you lie about something we literally watched take place on camera? That man invited you to go outside multiple times. That man told you ain't gonna do ish about him saying you suck D and you ain't do a goddamn thing. I'm leaning in a direction that Corey Holcomb is just a pathological liar. And by the way, this little disclaimer he thinks is gonna save him from getting sued at some point and losing everything is laughable. Now, he didn't start uploading this disclaimer. If you go back in time until after the Anton Daniels episode, right? Until afterwards when he was getting backlash and he had to go on the offense, he started to put this disclaimer because this is Corey Holcomb's, I guess, safety net he thinks for just outright lying on people, right? So he puts the views, opinions, and statements expressed on 5150 show, again, are just opinions. If you scroll down, he says it's satire, all right, is not to be taken seriously. This man thinks that he's playing 4D chess. Sir, that's not gonna save you from coming on your show and uttering lies against people. He's so dumb because another creative thing he came up with, by the way, to not get sued and to lie on people is he says that he can never get sued like Tasha K because he don't say people's names when he lies on them. So this man is openly admitting and acknowledging that he's saying things that could be seen as defamation and slander, but these people can't come after him because he's not saying their names. Why should anybody in the history of Earth take anything Corey Holcomb says seriously again? If this man is admitting, and this is why the show is going to filth. This is why people have stopped watching. The numbers is plummeting because how can anybody take you seriously when you're openly admitted you are lying on people deliberately, but you're doing so without saying their name so you're safe? How about just tell the truth on people and just give commentary and just do a regular podcast? How about that?
We've done the research on her. She is perpetrating like it's sweet, but she made a mistake and said somebody's name and lied on them. And that person who named, she said, really went through with it and made something happen about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that. I'm smarter than that. I'm slicker than that. I know everybody looking for a payday. Right now, America is a game of musical chairs going on.
I'm slicker than that. That's his thing. He didn't say, well, I don't lie on people. I'm not going to lie on. No, I'm slicker than that when I lie on people. Sir, you are a confessed and admitted. Nobody is taking you seriously. Like, nobody is watching your show to hear you speak. Nobody is watching your show to hear any type of expert analysis. They're watching your show to see the crash out, to see the train wreck. And that's what's going on. Now, he spoke on the Anton Daniels lawsuit, and according to him, he's not concerned. Now, here's where you know these people are bad faith as bad faith can be, right? So we know who he was talking about. He knows who he was talking about, right? Now, if you were Corey Holcomb and you are this confident that you didn't do nothing wrong, then you should come with your chest out. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I put his daughter and his wife as gorillas on a shirt. Yeah, I call his daughter, the derogatory term for a lesbian. Yeah, I said that. No, but he starts to do mental gymnastics. Well, I didn't say their name and I didn't do, hold on, bruh. If you didn't do nothing wrong, if you're confident in your actions, then why are you now here trying to lie, trying to do mental gymnastics to make us not think what we saw? Be very careful when listening to people like this. When they defaming and lying on people, they loud as can be. When that paperwork come, now all of a sudden it's, well, I didn't say his name and I didn't do this and I did the shirt, but but the skin tone of the gorilla was brown and they were dark skinned. Yeah. Be very wary when listening to fools like that, bruh. That's how you know these people are bad faith as bad faith can be. Corey Holcomb has successfully ruined any type of good name and reputation he has had on the internet.
Okay, I'm getting sued. I mean, everything I did, that episode was, what's the shit when it's good? I don't know this computer talk. It's well, it's viral definitely, but I'm saying like when YouTube accepts your show. Monetized. That episode is monetized. Ain't nobody name on that shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that shirt, I'm going to tell you the truth. I forgot to wear it today. I was going to have it on. We sold all them mother. And you might think that something is going bad for Corey. Ain't not going bad for Corey. Let me tell you something. People do what they have to do to stay in the algorithm. And I get it. I honestly get it now. People will say and do anything to stay in the algorithm. If they have to say Corey is in trouble for whatever, then that makes the people go who are willing to put my face on their page and clickbait.
Corey Holcomb's schizophrenic rants get even worse and more unhinged. So Corey goes on this tangent on how he believes the government has these CIs, these confidential informants, and they are sent on YouTube to attack powerful people like himself. And I'm like sitting back like, Corey, you think the government is wasting resources on paying content creators to attack Corey Holcomb? What has Corey Holcomb done that's impactful? Corey, you're almost 60 years old, still rapping about how you want your D sucked. You think the government believes that Corey Holcomb is powerful enough, that Corey Holcomb is some type of all-wise thought leader, that he's about to influence and educate the masses to be conscious? Man, cut it out, bro. You ain't that. And none of us are CIs, bro. We're just YouTubers who took a notice of your foolishness And you kept it going, so now we're here 3 weeks later.
So I expect people to hate on what we do because the truth is they've been assigned to hate on me. Those are CIs, confidential informants. These are people placed on the internet to stop the growth of this black man's business. And if you dare, because there's some people don't like me. What can I say?
Corey, I'll be real, bro. You think too highly of yourself, man. I truly think you think too highly of yourself. I can almost guarantee you there's not a government official who knows who Corey Holcomb 5150 is, bro. It doesn't exist. No, I'm not a CI. Now, Corey goes on this entire tangent, right? Now, y'all remember how earlier Corey Holcomb just admitted that he's going to slander people, but he won't say their names so they can't sue him? Now, the lead attorney on his live stream told me he don't need to say my name for me to sue. And I've been talking to an attorney. I've retained Albert Hughes, who is a really, really, really great attorney in California. I've retained him. And we're working on what my options are in terms of Corey Holcomb. But Corey will go on this tangent on how I like little girls. Now, he crafted creatively because little girls can mean 18, 19 years old, right? He crafted creatively. Now, he's not willing to put his name on the line and say, Poetic Flacco is a pedo, because he understands there's consequences to it. And as he just says, he's slick enough to where he can say it without saying it. Now, he would also say on his YouTube channel, right, during his podcast, that he exposed somebody for having a grape case last week. And when he exposed it, nobody covered it. Everybody covered it. You just didn't like our reaction. I made a reaction to you claiming that I got a grape case. See, the people are not stupid, Corey. You could say Poetic Flacco, or as you say, push up in your FO. You can claim I got a grape case, and you present the paperwork, and the paperwork says David Jolin. My name is Frederick Jolin, and people say, Corey, that's not him. What are you talking about? You could lie and say I've dealt with underage people, but where is the proof at? Where's the proof? I'll tell you the same thing I told the other weirdo YouTuber. These people are getting more creative. The other weirdo YouTuber says that he has knowledge and proof that I met a minor at No Jumper and paid the minor $2,500. My response is, please drop the receipts and the proof you have that I met a minor at No Jumper. Please show the receipts that you have that I've ever dealt with a minor. You can't show the proof. All they have, they would make those accusations and talk, but they would never show the proof because it doesn't exist. These people are absolute pathological liars. Dude even said this chick was at No Jumper, and the girl he said was at No Jumper has never been to No Jumper. So that was just easily debunked. These people are absolute liars, man.
It's this one dude, I ain't gonna even lie, is push up in a nigga Faggo. His whole page is knocking down black men. And he's not even from this country. That's what make me be like, people don't get it. His whole page is shooting the brothers down. He was sent here. He came out here. There's videos about him and young girls online. Push up in a nigga Faggo. There's video. It was a couple of the young homies. They was putting it out there. I don't know if y'all seen it. He like young girls. Which is why, like I said, it all makes sense. Wow, this man is talking about somebody is a pedo. They can never curse because they're part of the system and they don't want to be part of something that has to get corrected. That's why they can't say the word rape. They say grape. The reason they have to do that, they're part of the system. So certain things will set off what they do. They ain't got that type of clearance to set off the internet in a way like that. So they have to do it in a way where that part of their cover is not blown. But trust me, their cover, back in the day, when they move you somewhere, they used to hide you. Now, everything is a computer and a video. You ain't got to hide nothing. They know everything that's going on. Let me tell you something in this country. A lot of children are missing.
That's a crazy transition. Yo, if all I do is tear down black men, then what do Corey Holcomb do? Corey, your friend came on the podcast and told you, bruh, like, all the black people in Hollywood hate you because you come on this podcast and you disparage him and you tear them down. So Corey Holcomb don't see, like, when I make videos talking about racists, when I make videos like tearing down racists, attacking racists, exposing racists. You don't see those videos, by the way, right? I just dropped one like last month that did 600,000 views where I'm going at a racist for disparaging black folks, right? I don't distinguish between myself and another black man who's in Jamaica, another black man who's in America. I just don't. Now, if others do, that's their right, right? Lineage-based policy is their right. They have a right to claim their lineage and their identity, right? That's not my business. But those are still my brothers, right? I don't distinguish between the two, right? Nobody can make a mistake and say, I'm ever off code. That's just the absolute fact, man. I come on this podcast and I speak up for my people. And some of my subscribers don't like it. But it won't deter me. Corey, what do you do? How do you speak up for your people? Let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think of this, man? And I'll be real. So I'm talking to Albert Hughes right now. We're talking about what the next step is. I'll be so quick to push the button and sue Corey Holcomb. In fact, I can't even say what I'm going to say because that might actually affect the lawsuit. So I'm just say, I might come back in a couple days and say, hey, guys, we're pulling the budget. We're going forward. So, we're probably going to start off with a cease and desist, man. All right, we're going to send it to Corey's address probably by the end of the week or next week. Corey films in a building that I've done a lot of work in, too. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can ask Mecca, right? The person who owns the building that Corey Holcomb freeloads off of. I've done a lot of work in that building. So to have you served in that building would be nothing, Corey. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of this, man? Corey Holcomb is having a meltdown and it's sad. And if you're enjoying this content and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how apparently Vlad TV and Boosie has broken up after some major drama. Click on this video right here to find out what the drama is. If you enjoyed my content, like the video and click the hype button that pops up after you like it. Hypes are the only way to push our videos and show support in the algorithm. Please, please, please send me a hype. It's the most important thing you can do for me. It's 100% free. Click the hype button. I'm see you guys in this Boosie and Vlad video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.